So last time we discussed, start na tayo, the fundamentals of data analysis. Meaning to say, diniscuss namin yung three essential questions that I usually consider in data analysis. Ang first one is, what statistical tool is appropriate given a certain context? Do you find it important sa inyo na malaman ninyo pag binigyan kayo ng isang research problem as a whole and then research questions in particular, malalaman nyo ano yung data analysis tools na gagamitin. So yun yung first. Pangalawa, diniscuss namin briefly how to run the tests, how to run the tools. And number 3, essential question is what do the results mean? Now, so sa ating konteksto, yun lang naman talagang tatlo ang kailangan mong malaman. Okay, whether it is discrete choice analysis, empirical analysis 1, empirical analysis 2, or some other statistical analysis that you need. Tatlo lang yan ha. Anong test ang appropriate? Pangalawa, paano i-perform ang test? Pangatlo, anong ibig sabihin ng results? Okay, others may teach other things. But that is my schema in performing or in developing competency in data analysis. Okay. Marami kaming pinag-usapan last time kasama tong learning from MDs, mga medical doctors. Okay. Tayo naman ay gusto maging doctors kaso PhDs. Tama ba? Ano yung ibig sabihin ng PhD? Punta nila man mo, puro hangin dala. Ha? Ano ba naman? Uyag-uyag. Okay, so learning from MDs, yung mga doctors, they examine patient's illness. Okay, so in our context, our illness would be the research problems. We try to find solutions to research problems, not physical illnesses. Okay? And then, part of the, during your visit to a doctor, usually hindi naman sinasabi ng doktor na ganito yung sakit mo, yung diagnosis niya. Oftentimes, may ginagawang lab tests sa'yo para mas certain yung diagnosis na tinatawag. Okay? So, it's very important at this point that the prescription of the lab test is correct. Okay, just imagine, ang sakit mo naman, dengue, tapos ang pina-lab test sa'yo, pregnancy test. Malayo, no? Dapat mga blood tests or anything similar to that. Ano yan? CBC, platelet. Blood test ba yan? So, importante, yung test sa actually, hypothesis din ng doctor yan eh. No? Parang mayroon siya may initial inkling siya na okay, ganito yung impression sa kanya ng illness. Sa atin, gano'n din. Pag tinignan natin ang research problem, meron tayong initial impression. Mayroon tayong hypothesis na ma-form. Kaya importante, sakto yung mag-prescribe na test to verify whether ang hypothesis mo is correct or not. Okay? Sino ang nag-prescribe ng test? Ang doktor. Okay? So, mga moms, mga sirs, kayo po dapat ang nag-prescribe kung anong test ang gamitin. Hindi po ibang tao. Ha? Yun. At yun. Hindi si statistician ha, ang mag-prescribe. Kasi common yun na nangyayari. Ang source ng maraming problem. Kasi si Mr. Statistician ang nag-prescribe ng test. Hindi dapat. Si doktor eh. And then, ang doktor usually will not run the lab results. Sakto ba? Yes. Sa inyong experience, nakakita na ba kayo ng doktor na siya pumunta sa lab, siya nag-perform ng blood test? Hindi. Mayroong mga technicians doon sa loob. No? Okay? Sa atin, ang mga technicians technicians, mga statisticians yun. Kaya sila yung nasa laboratory, they perform the dirty data analysis work. Kaya kayo, you are not trained to be statisticians here. You are trained to be doctors. Am I making sense? You are not taking a statistics degree. You are taking a PhD degree. So, ito kayo. Okay? Am I making sense? Karamihan kasi sa pumapasok dito sa program, gusto maging statisticians. Hindi pwede. Kasi hindi yun ang program eh. So tayo, doktor tayo, mayroon tayong mga statisticians sa lab. Bonus din yung alam natin kung paano gawin. Okay ba? Pero doktor ka eh. Pwede mo talaga i-delegate yan. Pero ikaw magsabi, ito yung gawin mo. Careful ka pag ginawa mo ito, bla bla bla. You can provide a general admonition, guidance, parameters, paano gawin ang analysis. Tama ba, sir? Ngayon, medyo may baliktad kasi dyan sa ating practice eh. Kasi si statistician ang nag-dictate kung ano talagang gawin. Hindi naman siya may talagang right understanding sa problem. Ikaw ang nag-propose eh. Diba? So tayo, pa-secure lang tayo ng results. No? Next, anong gawin ng doktor? Siya mag-interpret. Hindi rin si statistician na mag-interpret, tayo rin as doctors. Okay? Mayroon ding problem dyan kasi oftentimes I have heard and I have witnessed, doctors letting statisticians perform the interpretation. Kaya naman, no wonder si Mr. Statistician is playing God. Na parang pag nagsalita siya, di ba, pag during reviews, pag statistician na nagsalita, parang takot lahat, no? Bakit kaya gano'n, no? Meaning, we are playing roles that are not supposed to be played by ours. Yan yung problema doon. Okay? At sinabi ko last time, hindi naman in-underestimate natin ang role ng statistician. But sa research process, may role lang din sila. Dapat alam ninyo as would-be doctors anong roles ninyo. Yun yung ibig natin sabihin. Okay? And then, ikaw, hindi rin ito ginagawa ni MedTech or ni LabTech, ha? Mag-recommend kung anong gawin, anong gamot ang dapat i-take, etc. No? Ang gumagawa din dyan, si doctor. No? So, kayo din yun sa ating konteksto. Kayo rin ang naggagawa ng recommendation, conclusions, recommendations. Okay? Hindi pwede si statistician yan. Pag ginawa ni statistician yan, may mismatch na dyan sa rules. Okay? Mga statisticians dito, umabot pa kayo sa ganyan? Yun, dapat. Diba, pag tinanong mo ang medtech, nasa, tinanong mo sabihin nito. Nakasuway na kasi mga kana sa laboratory technician. Kung sa'yo pasagutan na yung result, kung sa'yo may ito ba? Ha? Oo. Oo na, kubang. Diba? Malindot nga si PhD is at the helm of the situation. You are on top. You cannot be dictated by a technician below. Doktor ko kasi. Pag maingon na statistic, ingani. Tawag nag-joke na tayo. Doktor. But ang problem is, many doctors cannot perform that role also. May na po yung mismatch. They are not empowered to do it. That's where the problem lies. Pag PhD ka, lalo na user pag yun, at least niagit ka sa class ni Dr. Curada, ayun na. So,
nakuha na bigyan.
Now, first thing that we do as researchers is we examine the problem. Pag naanay research questions, examine yung tanaw mo. When we say examine, imuhang i-analyze, kuha mo ang different signs and symptoms. No? kung sa may importante nimo makita in a certain research problem, I gave you 2 tips here. Duha lang yun, last week. Okay? The first one is the research question being asked. Unsa ang klase sa pangutanan that is being asked? Okay? So that's research method. That's Q. Plus D. D means that the data that you are dealing with. Okay? So if you know the kind of question that is being asked and the kind of data involved, then you should be able to at least prescribe the appropriate data analysis tool. DAT there stands for data analysis tool. Okay? So sa gani ang duha ka major influences sa data analysis tool gagamiton? Question and type of data. Okay? Kanang duha. So dapat ma-master yun nimo, sir. No? Pagtanaw mo lang nimo sa pangutana, kabalo na dahil kaunsa na. And then pag investigate nimo further, makabalo kaunsa ang data involved. Okay? Yan. So, this is also our role. No, na ang role. Kita ang mag-examine, kita ang specify sa statistical test. We retrieve the analysis results because the statisticians, data analysts do it in the laboratory. Ikaw ang mag-interpret. Ikaw po na mag-imog recommendations. Okay? Di ba nindot yung si doktor mo na niyang mahimo? Diba? That's why I use the metaphor, learning from MDs. Kita mga statisticians, ako, I also do statistical analysis. I don't overdo my role. Not unless it's really needed. Tingnan mo sila, kung sa'yo pasabot yun ni sir, medyo ano may. But if it's not being asked, ayaw i-offer. Okay, because it's the role of the doctor to interpret. Okay. So, when you examine out the problem, you take note of the questions to be answered. Okay? In particular, the analysis required of each question. Second, the level of measurement of data. And for comparative analysis, the number of pins to be compared. Ako na isa-isang kesa. Duha lang sa atong tanaw diha. Ang analysis required, meaning kung sa itong pangutanan, kung sa analysis requirement. And number 2, the level of measurement or the type of data. Similar sa giingon ako kanina. Okay. First, kung saan yung mga klase sa pangutanan that you would encounter? Generally, there are 4 types of questions that you would encounter. There are other questions, but commonly, okay, pag mahibalaan mo ni Kupat, you are already safe. Okay, ang uban, kung ano lang mo after. So there are descriptive analysis questions, meaning na yung mga pangutana that pertain to description of data. There are research questions that pertain to comparison of groups. Okay? There are questions that would like to seek relationship of variables. And there are also questions that would try to see whether certain variables predict a certain outcome. So, upat ka klase sa pangutana. And I shared to them last week, mga clues ng mga ilhanan ba? Descriptive di ay ni, comparative di ay ni. Importante na sa ito, sir. Okay? Okay, if di ka kakuha sa mga clues, mga napagtanaw niyo sa pangutana, di ka kabalon sa analysis requirement, natural, di ka kabalon sa statistical kung gagamiton. Luboy kayo. Luboy. Now, kung saan ang mga descriptive clues? Diba? Naka-encounter na ba mga questions nga mag-umpisa o what is? Example, sir. What is your name? Laila po na. Pero description magyapon na sa tao, di ba? What is your age? Pero sa research na, what is the socio-demographic profile? Forestry ba ito yun, sir? Pag mo ingon, how many square kilometers have been reforested? Descriptive na. Diba? Kaya how how many. Usually ka ng what is how many. Mga clues na nga pangutana requires descriptive analysis. Okay? Wala po yung mga pangutana ng comparative. Usually, ang clue ng phrase nga, significant difference. Okay? Basta na you really seek to find different, compare two or more groups. Okay? Anong relational sa mga clue? Significant relationship, significant association. Ang predictive, significantly predict, significantly influence. Kaya significantly influence at times ginagamit na to indicate prediction. Okay. The variation, the way the clues are stated in the research questions, but these are common. Okay? So you become a master of this. Dapat at least sa masters, nagunitan na yung klaro yung mga principles. So, unsa ganini about? Why are we discussing this? Because we want to be familiar about the type of analysis. Ngano ganing importante ang type of analysis? Yung master nimo? Kaya mauna isa sa drivers of the type of statistical tool. Kaya mo ang gamiton. Okay. Ang next driver would be level of measurement. Okay. So, mali mga levels of measurement. I shared to them last time different ways of measuring variables. I shared to them the idea of levels of measurement. But before dealing with the principal level of measurement, I usually label this in the materials that I develop as the type of data. Mas dalit siya sabton. Kaya mo ba, nagamit-gamit na lang kong level of measurement, o agad po sila kasabot, ganong level na. Okay? So, easier type of data. Meaning to say, when you do research or when you do data gathering, you will encounter different types of data. But these types of data also technically represents levels of measurement. Okay? What's that now? Present last Saturday. What do you mean by measurement? Hindi ka pwede mo graduate ng PhD mo pag hindi ka papaluan. Kaya naman, wala yung data analysis na makita mo pag wide measurement. Anybody? Last time. Kasama din ang measurement. Before we will reflect nga ng levels of measurement. Anybody? Sir, kasama ng measurement.
Measurement is the quantification of something and quantify things by measuring it so that you have empirical data.
Correct. Diba? It's the process of quantification. In simple terms, it's the process of converting something into numbers. For example, weight. Is weight a number? No. It's a construct. Weight is a construct. But when we now use a certain device, like a weighing scale, then we can now convert weight into numerical form. And at that point, you have already measured weight. Until such time that you have generated a number out of a certain abstract construct or variable, you have not yet measured it. Okay, is income, when you say income, is it already, when you talk about income, automatic na ba nga na-measure na nimo income? Not yet. When do we say that you have already measured income? If na kay number of income. And this is where the level of measurement would come in. Just like income, for example. Kung sa man na inyong nasairan nga pag-measure sa income. Last week, I asked them, kaning yun daw ang common, kaning option 2? Sakto ba? Kana? Okay, kana na ay, na-check-checkan? Ha? 20,000 and below. Kaya na, no? Nga na, mapun mo, nagpang-income? Sa ilo mo na lang mo si Ginoo. Yung kabalo sa inyo.
Sorry, din po.
Ano man? Ano man, sir? Magpwede nagkita. Kung ka na matala, kung sa'y logic sa gihimo, mo, alam lang kung gimana ang gisulti ni Lolo. No? Diba na yung mga butang nga itong ginahimo, huwag na kita kabalong nga, no? Isa ni. Ang subuhan mo ba, nag-graduate ng-PhD, huwag yung kabalong, ano yung ingana? Ang tubagil, ingana mo po na ginahimo sa uban. Lukuya, no? So that's one method. Isa lang na sa mga options that you can do. Okay. Yan. Kana, would I be able, option 1, would I be able to convert income in quantitative form if I use option 1? Is that also a manner of measurement? Diba? Manner of measurement, kaya po na. Kaya measurement is just a process of converting something into numbers, man. Okay. Between the two, option 1 and option 2, which option would give you a higher quality data for income? Ano man, sir? Ang 1 man.
Concept, mas specific yung value ba or range ng
So, lalo mo yung mga kapag mas specific, mas maayo.
kasi naman ang qualification ba as determine sa average or
Sige, ako banda. Sir, lalo mas maayo ng option 1.
In the form of levels of measurement, the scale level is the highest form of level. So I believe option number 1 is a better way of asking the gross monthly income. And also, if you ask option number 1, the values that is adding, so bigla high, divide, multiply is option 2 and option 3.
Malaki, no? Pero, ano man lagi nga sa option 2 man na ginagamit sa mga researchers?
Sir, I also prefer option 2 because some of us doesn't know the exact gross amount. It would be safer for us to answer the interval form kaysa singing the exact amount. Like, we can around 60. So we can assure the exact amount. So we can always go to option 2. By observations.
Alright, kana option 2, how do you ask that in real life questionnaire? What would be the stem? What would be the stimulus for you to implement question 2? Di pa ka mabutang ang income. Tingala ka tayo ka mag-measure sa income, huwag kayo ka sa measurement error. Research question 2. Pero sa imong instrument mismo, when you use option 2 for example, how does it appear? Income lang, yun yung binabutang. Pareha sa mga researchers sa senior high. Income, or please indicate your income. Wala, huwag ka sa error. Because we don't know kung sa income ang ibutang. Monthly ba na? Yearly? Gross ba na? Or net? You don't measure, we are talking about measurement, right? Mabitang na, are you familiar with measurement error? Oh. Is measurement error very important? Why? Why? Of course, if your data is full of measurement errors, wala'y pulos. Ang results nga magikan sa iyaha, erroneous. Ang conclusions and recommendations that will be extracted from a data full of measurement errors, faulty. If you just have in your instrument like income and then naadayan na sa ubos, you expect nga ang nasabtan sa respondent ang imuhang stimulus for gathering the data, ni-crypt na ang serious measurement errors there. Nga naman, pag musulat siya, for example, o kanang 20K and below, do you know that it is monthly income? No. Basic ang iyang point of reference when indicating it is weekly income. Is there measurement error there? Alas. Right? Okay? Kasi for now, at least ikabalo mo that when you get that kind of variable later on, you don't just put income. At least you say, if you use option number 2, please indicate your net or your gross monthly income using the options below. Nag-clear nga stimulus or STEM, dili pwede gana. What's a gani purpose? Nga nabutang nga ng proper stimulus, qualification? What's the technical reason?
Hindi mag-error.
What kind of error?
Type 1.
Measurement error. Pagkali na isot. Ayun. Ikaw balik ko tayo sa type 1 time to type 3. Joke. Measurement error, di ba? Oh. Right. Now, let's talk about this border just in the context of measurement error. Kung mag-measure kag income, kunwari ikaw, asa man ang mas stable o mas less ang measurement error, gross or net?
Net.
I mean, before you answer, did you ever ask yourselves as researchers that question?
No.
I mean, at this level, you have to be careful in measuring things. Dili pwede na. If there is one thing that you would take home out of this session, that's the keenness in implementing measurement process. Okay? Like, baligtad. Asa man ang mas accurate imong data? Kung ikaw ang pahinumdumon, gross or net? May ko lang, kung sigurado siya, di mo income. Ano, for those who say gross, anong gross man? 6, di ba?
Ang respondent, nagasa siya ng account siya.
Di ba lain-lain mo po lang net? Di ba? Mangutanan na po na siya, net, kung sa mangbulana. Nga naman, yung kada bulan, lain-lain man na itong net.
So bro, sleep siya na basta na.
Lagi na ako ginaingon.
Fix na.
Lagi na. Nang issue sa measurement. Diha magikan ang measurement error. Taka naman ako sa field. Pag naan ang instrument ko, no, i-validate sa expert mauna. Pero pag tanaw ni mo, ingala ang itsura. Ha? Pag ikaw naglingkod sa panel, siguraduhang imong principles of measurement. Okay.
Now we know.
Maninood, mga sir. Okay, nanay. Mauna ka kanila sa inyo nga, no? Ha? Oh.
Additional knowledge. Laro.
Cross yun na. But ang principle there is not only about income. The principle here is you have to be very careful in measuring things. Okay?
So, last time scale type na questionnaire. Kung sa mo dyan kailangan, ibang literature ng argue ng ordinal ang nagawa sa ordinal na level. Na ako'y uban na ginagamit na as if scale level. Kung sa mo dyan yung level na siya.
Likert scale.
Sa Likert.
So, Likert.
Likert scale.
Oh.
Scale. So pwede siya mag-divide. Na siya zero.
Sultihan na galing kasi pangalan. Yung mga
Naging kumukuha.
Hindi ka malibog magkakaroon ng pangalan.
Argue na.
Bita.
Sa mga international publication, mabasa lang po ba? Parang frequency lang mo na mag-report sa Likert type.
Mama. Pero mag-factor analyze sila para ma-establish ang validity sa Likert scale. Paano mo i-establish ang validity sa Likert scale? Example, I give you a Likert scale. Mao ba ninyo pasabot sa Likert scale? Ilan man? Kung sa man ang option sa Likert scale? Alin? Likert type na. Masuko ang scientist kagingan Lagrensis Likert. Because Likert is the family name of the scientist who invented the scaling. His name is Rensis Likert. Ang yan, di ba? Dami na invention, no? Kinsa may nag-invento sa bulb. Kinsa may nag-invento sa telephone. Ano yung mga pag mayroon ka nga, si Graham lang nag-invent sa cellphone, masuko to. Hindi man siya nag-invento. Di ba? Alam, Likert scale, there's a scientist who invented it. Francis Likert. FYI lang. So this is an important FYI. Yan naman, even sa ato PhD level, ang upan ng graduate na kasabot. Setting buya. No? Ang Likert scale nag-invent ni Lolo Rensis, tintog yun na. Yun ang Likert scale. Ayaw i-attribute ng Lolo Likert ang limara. Masupok to. Mabuhi to.
Modified na siya dahil.
Ano sa man to? Ang lima. Murag Likert. Sama na sa English. Likert type.
Likert type ang
5-point Likert type scale. Ana ang inyong classification, ana. Ladies and gentlemen.
Likert type.
Mailan naman dahil ka na ako, nga di ka parte sa liga, kung pangalan pa lang niyo mo sa scale, mali na.
Uy! Tuwating na ako.
Simple lang na, for your information na tapupon, no? Critical na. So, sa ganun, pag 4 lang ang options, hindi tawag. 4-point.
Likert types.
Pag 7.
Likert scale.
Likert type lang po.
Likert
Pero
type.
10, ano sa man ang 10?
Iba na pretend? Pretend?
Di ba na 10, ang uban gani, ano lang eh. Ano yung mukhang kita na yung gani?
Kanang wala specific sa tomato. Kanang 1, 2, 3.
Uy, di man po kung ano yung problem, ha? Hindi mo tutuan. Ayun na lang ng tunan, ha? Pero mga pamahagi na sa pag-measure, ha? These are measuring styles. But pag may kag Likert scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now, kasi itong issue, how do you treat a Likert scale? Saan na itong isip ng last week? Explain this, ha? So, ito mo na, kailangan po yung utana na last week.
Alam na nila. Scale na siya.
Scale yun. Ano na ito?
Dili, duwa man.
Diba lang yun? Sige.
Combination. Ang sagot ko mo.
Sige na, tabangin ninyo yun. Tayo.
Scale siya.
have several statements, set of statements. And then, based on the mga numbers na yan, magkakaroon ka ng composite. Then the composite is considered already
Yes. Ano ah?
the original pala kanina.
Hey, wala na, ano?
Na daw ito.
Ayan, diba, item number 1. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
7. And then, ako na, item number 2. Diba?
Yes po.
Kunwari lang, 5 ka-items. Kunwari lang, pangalan na natin, ano. Okay, and then, at times, na po is subscale 2.
Opo.
Kunwari, motivation scale na. Kini siya is, gumagamit ka ng intrinsic, extrinsic na model. So, intrinsic. Example. Okay? And then, kini is extrinsic. I'm trying to give a picture. Kini yung ginahingon na I'm just trying to visualize it para we are looking at something that is concrete. No?
Okay, sige
Okay.
daw.
So, sige daw, explain. Using this scenario now, what you mean?
The literature says that ikaw mag-answer. The answer respondent na detail 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, yan. And then the respondent will come up with only 9 answers then come out. So parang kung i-compute mo yun,
Asa man, i-tulo na dito ma'am, asa i-compute?
Halimbawa, ma'am.
ibawa,
Sige.
kung ma-answer siya 5, 4, 5, 4, ganyan.
Okay.
And then this will be like average,
Yeah.
computed as average. The average now will be considered a composite score.
Okay, so that's what you mean by composite score.
Yes, po.
Okay.
And that composite score will now be an interval
Okay.
data.
So, in the same manner, mauuna dito sa extrinsic, compute good.
Yes po.
So, in short, in this case, na composite score for the intrinsic subscale, na po yung composite score for the extrinsic.
Pero daw to, ito daw, individual items will remain as ordinal.
Okay.
But when already computed as one single value, it becomes ordinal. Pag pinagsama-sama,
Gana, thank you for that for bringing that insight up. Sige daw, uban, uyon mo mga to. Ingon niya, gikan daw to sa literature. Kunwari, somebody said it. Ano na lang. Would you agree with that somebody?
I not the one who was the same example. Because at that now it's being debated eh.
The line curve time skills or the line curve skill is ordinal line
So yun yung sinasabi ng isang camp, kung the other camp, and it's status in psychology na mga study.
Oo.
Kung nakikita yun, no?
Ako.
Kasi yung
Ikaw.
research sa psychology, no, ito yung mga ginagamit eh.
Bahala mo.
Ratio interval.
Because of the idea, no, hindi ako isang body.
Ay, nagsayo lang siya.
Oo, no, kasi that was the explanation niya. Pwede siya, sa psychic ang tubuan na, expert, whether ano yung mga pangalan, na
Yun nga.
pwede lang mong i-treat as interval, yung composition.
Ang mga individual item scores, then ordinal.
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 So, ano yung pag-ulit daw sa composite score? Ano ba ang ordinal?
Oh, yes. That's the argument there.
Take order naman po sila. Mali ko compute mo lang.
Kasi divided naman sila.
Diba? Mao gani na, because of that principle, pag mag-judge gani mo,
Doon.
magkuha na mo sa overall winner, ayaw ipang-add ang mga ranks. Diba ang uban mo na ginahimo, kanya pinakagamay yung rank mo na ang first, ang bihira. Kanya ang uban po, nag-masters na, PhD na, nag-apil-apil po na ng proseso.
Oh.
Hindi gani pwede i-add ng order. Diba? First, kanya i-add tayo nila. Kunwari, first ni tuluta ka judges. Nanatay rank. So, paano ma-determine ang first sa atong tulo? Himon, i-add nila itong mga kanya pinakagamay, mauna.
Deliver na
Oo.
pinakagamay.
Diba?
From ang average siya Grabe yung motor ba?
ikaw rin bang chair of the board of judges, mag-add-add po ka rin. I'm just kidding. But really, sa ato, we don't do that. We question the process. In one of the competitions here, at naman ko we are running a school. I wrote them a letter about it. I-explain na natin yung statistical theory. Kaya kami na po Kaya, katakawan. Mausubulan ka kaya ang chair sa judges, ni-graduate nag-doctorate, supposed to be, iyahan na na-encounter yung principal. So, dili kayo pwede yan. Sakto to. No? So, mauna lang yun. Let's just leave it as is. Ako ay not dogmatic about it. So, there are two ways of treating it. It now depends on your conviction and persuasion, where you would subscribe. Diba? Ano lang? Let's just respect each other, lalo na sa mga economic o mga disciplines. Usually, this is really treated as ordinal. Matungag psychology, daghan ko ng treat na scale. So, these are two different disciplines. Diba? And we also understand, kailangan po yung mga discipline-specific practices. Diba? So ano lang. That's why if you're coming from psychology, it's understandable na you treat that as scale. If you're coming from economics, econometrics sa imong lens, for example, it is likely that you would treat it as ordinal. Mangutana ka sa ako, asa ko, mahiba na mo ako bias. Na-scale gig ko.
From the word itself.
Mabitaw itong mangutana ko. Katong nasayra ninyo, nalagawin nyo ng mga joke-joke lang. Actually, gave a lecture sa UIC, graduate school faculty about it. So, nangutana ko, yung mga business, ordinal man na daw. Tingin ko, did you encounter have you done a personal research that involved this kind of measurement? Yes, no. Akong dissertation. How did you establish the validity of the instrument? Nag-EFA ko do. Nag-EFA pagod ka. Nag-CFA pagod ka. Yes, do. Kunya, did you know the algorithm for EFA? It's a very complex mathematical algorithm that involve more than addition and there's matrix algebra behind it. So how will matrix algebra if you cannot add and subtract it? If you treat it as ordinal, then CFA will not work because CFA adds, it computes for the square root and a lot of very complex computation. Much more you do as CFA. Of course, kapalo nakaasa ko palaro sa argumentation. So you would be may mo bang plastic sa iyong baruganan in a debate. Why? Because you say it's ordinal, but when you do a certain measurement using this tool, you subject it to EFA and CFA for validity. There's inconsistency there. So, saan naman yung karoon pag-establish na validity? Nga ka ng EFA o CFA para manasa mo. Asa naman karoon? Wala. Diya na karoon. Diya na mag-abot. But anyway, joke lang na dyan. Joke lang ako. Namalalo ko dyan. Kita ko nung nag-EFA o CFA na ba ko? Kung ang ordinal ba at the basic form of it, ginaingon sa mga authors, you cannot perform the four fundamental operations ng gana. Hindi pwede. It's already a violation because the type of data there does not warrant that. They are not, in number theory, they are not real numbers. But sadly, my friends, EFA and CFA performs more than the four fundamental operations. Agkaray. Asa naman ng tali ron? ng EFA o CFA, sir. Wala, ito lang. Diba? Higit naman po. Nasakta rin mo, sir?
Yes, sir.
Pero if you really treat it as ordinary, wala naman yung problema.
Nalito lang yung kuwala sa
I mean, even others, pag i-aral nyo nilang treatment to me, there's no problem because there are discipline-specific principles. So, okay lang. Kamo, nag-EFA, CFA mo, or EFA at least ani, nakakita na mo, or nakahimo na. Wala pa mo nakahimong EFA. So, paano mo nag-establish yung validity sa inyong instruments?
Experts validity lang, sir.
Apil-apil mo sa basura ng mga finding na.
Got it, sir.
Samot ng measurement error ninyo, rin ako.
Kaayo yun.
Because the process of validation, particularly construct validation, is an effort to reduce or minimize measurement error. Sir, mga ipangutana, during compre, for example, why do you subject your instrument to validation process, particularly construct validation? Construct validation, EFA, CFA. Kaya ka ng expert, kung sa mana, mga klase sa validation. Usually, content validation. Di ba daghan mag-form sa validity? Phase validity. O sa mga phase validity. Tanaw na mo, mura, kung valid. That's the lowest form. Ang next, content. Ang mga pangutana, murag haom sa construct na imuhang gina-measure. Am I making sense? Who would affirm that? Or who would give you an information about haom? Experts. Diba? So, mga tagkag. A form of rating scale where experts can express their thoughts about each of the items. Am I making sense? Unsa na ang form of validity? Content validity. Kaya rin katawan. Kabalo man nga na mas taas. Ito kas construct validity. Dapat na yung consequential validity form. Klase pa na. At least mabot ka construct level. EFA, CFA. When you don't reach that, ano sa may pasabot sa iyong instrument? Ano sa implication niya?
Ay, question sa validity.
Of course, so what does it contribute? Nothing except measurement error. It contributes to increasing the measurement error. You understand now?
Yes,
If
sir.
ang argument of naman it is widely used questionnaire. Ay adapted lang yung questionnaire.
Ano, lahat naman po na issue. Pero would you like to discuss that? But that is an interesting issue. Sa ganit, explain that.
Kaya ang argument yun ito, ginagamit naman niya siya sa daghan na nagamit siya na studies. So, nandun, content validity lang naman ang
Meaning, ang original form of it, content validity lang po.
adili na full shop. So,
Okay.
instead na proceed sa construct validity, perform EFA, CFA. So, kahit gigamit naman siya sa daghan na studies, and then ano po ito siguro ang construct validity niya.
Okay.
For example,
Ay, kung
pwede mo siyang argument to suffice validity, the question of validity of your questionnaire, or still, bibigyan mo siya.
Okay, ako question, nasabta ninyo yung scenario na ginakita. Can you paraphrase his scenario? Just for me to verify, no? Thinking aloud. Okay, tagi nito rin.
Nagkapansin si Dong. Ano naman ba?
akong understanding sa
Scenario.
scenario is
This is a thinking aloud process. In research, this is important. Okay?
Parang,
sabi niya, sir, there
For a while. Ma'am? Kasi, medyo nag-debate na ba meron? Kasi kung init sa mga ulo. Dahil na ako. Okay, guys. Kinsa may na, mga onda ninyo, pero wako ka. Ma'am, wait. I can treat you guys, but pwede ba later lang ba yan? Okay na? Okay.
Wow!
Thank you, Doc.
Sorry,
important scenario.
So based on understanding, sir, ang gusto i-raise si Sir Julian is that there are practices ba na yung mga research instruments na ginamit na nung marami before, tapos diba gusto gamitin ng isang researcher, hanggang doon lang siya sa level na content validity, hindi niya naging na subject sa pagka-validity, parang thinking or assuming, okay na siya kasi marami naman ang
Tama ba yun?
Yes, yes. Isa ka valid argument doon na parang suffice na siya sa question of validity sa
If the questioner doc is standardized na siya. So why?
If ang original siguro nagawa nun na subject hindi
Ay, oo. Tama yun. Isang insight yun. Can you elaborate?
If the question example have multiple intelligence tests in our Gardner, standardized naman na siya kasi that is the question. Hindi pwede na palabot sa inyo ay identify sa students, hindi po na lang kaya nag-set data, ay hindi po na may gawas na hindi ang bata test. Hindi standardized sa selection.
So may makita po na yung mga imong 52.
Kaya dito siya, usually ang mga may identify na same talaga ng response, zero
Yeah.
areas.
What I mean is, what's the implication? If like, nag-EFA ka, so if ay nahing mo na 52.
In the first place, hindi ko na siya ma-represent pa para lang questionnaire.
Teaching and learning principle. At first, no? Not using a pruner, etc. Otherwise, how? Anyway, I just said a critique. That's why after that, I posted like some kind of a critique post about no, na yung meme ba na ang aya teacher of research proposal. Nag-submit ng mga bata na picture. Title. The effect of removing pieces. Post na no. And then I placed a description. This could be a clever way of the student letting educationists and pedagogists how research should be done. Yeah. So that's it. We are talking about this because every time an item goes out of the target, error kicks in. Measurement error kicks in. That's the technical concept. That's why we want to imprison them within the construct so that you can do away with measurement. This is more difficult kasi these are constructs, you know. When you talk about motivation is inside the system, and then you're trying to extract it out. Just imagine, hindi man na height or weight na kay defined device. So ang error there is lesser. Diba? Tangible ang construct income. That's not that difficult to measure. If nakabalo na ka. Diba? So, kung kaya ng income pag in socio-demographic surveys, ang pag mag-measure ka income, it just don't indicate your income. Hindi maliganan sa actual. Gamontanan mo ka, what is your mode of generating income? Monthly, daily, weekly, or monthly? Kung siya, weekly. Oh. So, ang next question, how much do you earn? How much is your gross earning per week? Ayaw na pangutana, bilang yung monthly income, ikaw na lang itong mag-compute later on, kaya ma-extrapolate naman niyo. Diba? Although ang imong report will present the monthly income, but because you already know kung saan yung weekly income, because weekly man siya nag-earn, don't bother the respondent to let you know what is your monthly income. It's now your obligation as the methodology to compute it on the side after the data gathering. Diba? Well, how do you earn income? Daily. How much is your gross daily income? 500. Ayaw na pangutanan nila yung monthly. That's unethical already. You will be subjecting the respondent to undue pressure during the time. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So I think there's also a need for you guys to really know how these constructs are measured. No? Eh, pag nato na mas speed, di nga ito income measurement, pag nag-commission ka sa World Bank or sa ano, pangupahan na ang mga technical experts ito. Di nga, how could you now do away with the measurement error? Diba? And then, don't ask for net. It's gross. Gross has lesser error. Okay? Ang argumentation, sir, kung ako mangguntong katong naka-range na naman, panuingon. Mas, di manggul kayo sila musulti, sir, kung katong aktual. Eh, musulti po dahil ko, huwag ito intention musulti. Musulti dahil ko sa range. Na magkaroon magyapong kag-idea. Diba? The same argument will hold true to any of those methods. So how do you install a methodological safety net? Eh, di mo ingon ka nga, okay, just answer it as honestly as you can. Anyway, we will not divulge any information here to others. We will not in any way connect the results to you personally. That's the safety net. Dili lang himuunin mong range kay mas maging honest siya. Wala may evidence ana. Himuha raman ang pagbati. Diba? So that's why owning level that ayun naman ang lahat. Pero at least for break we are talking about measurement. Essential maguli measurement before any analytical process begin. Diba? Ego naman. Di ba kapala naman ang ego? Garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage.
Bisan kung sa pagka-sophisticated yung data analysis ngayon, over a data set that is garbage. Garbage, gagawin natin. Kita guys we will not be dili na tamakawaw sa mga sophistication sa data analysis. So, marinig nga na yung analysis. Di man na lang issue. Uli ko kabalo yung tanaw na sa YouTube ba? I mean, even that I teach you. You can study even independently. But this issue is very important. So, pag nag-present ka, mag-inisa kayo dito sa measurement process. Diba? Diha ang walay hard and fast rule. There's no cookbook for it because it requires a lot of creativity depending on the context. Okay? Kunwari, kung sa mga tools. Cell, for example, nakakabot naman na. If dili makakabot, search. Google University. Pero arang-arang lang na natin kapakutan na. So here, na ay mga methods diri, gamuha sa mga quality of data na lower kaysa sa one. Okay? O, nagitawag na siya level na. Kaya mihatag niya nga data sa mga iba-iba of one. Depending on the kind of measurement process that you use for the same variable. Because you are seeing there that we are just talking about income, but income can be measured at different levels. At tanda ninyo, ano itawag yung level of measurement. May mga utana, tudlo mo mga estudyante, so tandi na nila masaktan. So when you teach level of measurement, talk about one variable only. In terms of pedagogy, kung mag-teach ka ordinal, nominal, talk about income. So they will see na maudi ay ang level of measurement. When you teach it using different variables, nonsense. You are not using the right approach.
Which is more, nana kitang pagkatudlo po ito. Nandaandan ba no?
Bitaw!
Naro, good. Kalagot.
Nagatuto daw kung research tuto kung level of measurement. Pagsunod sa nominal ay ng variable. Tuto sa ordinal ay ng
Lahi.
Sa level, kailangan mo ng context.
Gone just
I give premium to my pedagogy because I don't only want you to learn the content, but I'd like you to learn how to teach it because you are multipliers. Okay? Ang uban sa inyo, dili yun maging prolific researchers. But every day you dispense these ideas. It's the dangerous scenario of it. Okay.
panel pataani. Tagot po rin.
Now, of course, highlight wala na lang ipag-remove, no? But before, the original, let's just play. But inawin, may clue eh. But the colors there would reflect because when I teach, I use heuristics. Teachers, okay? So, heuristics. The idea that colors can isolate concepts. So, pag teacher ka, kung nagasulat ka, dapat ang imuhang tense, mas classic color. Okay? Pag teacher ka, elementary high school, nagdala nimo isa lang ka color, pagsak na sa school. Because I don't want teachers just to be one color. Kung gina-providean, mo silang klase-klase ng color and we teach them how to isolate concepts through colors. Okay, there's theory of heuristics learning. Tulog ang subject-verb agreement, mga colors yan. Related ko na siya sa concept ni Montessori. Because Montessori is really concept isolation. Okay. Sakta na to? Okay, first question. By the way, this is a concrete item. So when you take a concrete, if they have not revised the format, this is how it looks like. Pero ingani lang na siya. Ingani lang nila yung actual format. The nice scenario. And then nice requirement. That's how a complex question would look like. Okay? That's the scenario. Here, SH is study habits, EF is parenting science, ML is motivation level. Okay? So first scenario is, the first requirement is, what research question would be relevant in this undertaking? Second, what data analysis tools will be applicable? Kung karoon ng co-break, isa may mapasa.
La 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 la.
Isli magaya so sa level of difficulty kung 1 to 5, naralas mga 3. Because there are complex questions that are harder than that. Ano yung mga basic. But you will encounter that level. Okay. So, by the way, this is now part of the context in terms of our scope and sequence for the course, reviewing non-discrete choice models. So this is a scenario for that. Okay, so in short, this scenario would allow us to revisit non-discrete choice models. Okay? So let's try to analyze the scenario. Okay. Are there clues? Are there clues that you can extract that would let you know, okay, this this could be the question that I can ask. Of course, the reward may influence. Based on the lesson that I gave earlier, okay, this is a clue for what?
Predictive.
So meaning to say, this scenario is a prediction scenario. Does that make sense? Okay? Now, based on the way the scenario is framed, pag prediction ka rin, naanan ay IB ha? Because there is something that you will predict that is the outcome. Okay? Or in other words, the dependent variable. And the dependent variable is dependent on the predictors or the independent variables. Mana ang term na in other instances is pwede ang gamitin niyan predictor, predictant. Okay? Predictor are the independent variables. Predictant is the dependent variable. Others would say explanatory variables, outcome variable. Prediction kaya po na. The outcome is the DB, the explanatory variables are the D. So in that scenario, which is the dependent variable?
Academic performance.
Why?
Because it is supposed to be the outcome.
That is that variable to measure the relation of the dependent variables.
So, because of the way it's structured of influence the academic performance, it's the variable being influenced. So it is supposed to be the outcome with the dependent. Dependent siya on the independent variables, namely. So, in terms of research questions, then ano yung mga passport?
Ano ba? Conference. Picturean. Picturean.
Okay. These are some of the questions, no? Maybe another question could be,
Is. What is?
hey,
Mga what
all
is.
that's usually along that. Okay? Something like this. This can be reframed. You can include the actual variables there. Okay? Depende na yan sa taste mo. Okay? Yan. Should you ask a question about correlation? About that? Do you find it necessary to ask question like, do the following variables significantly relate with academic performance of students?
Yes.
A, B, C.
Yes, sir. To see if there are
existing loaded linear. Okay. What about the other? Basic experience din yun.
Isn't it a requirement na bago ka mag-refresh? You have to know whether physical gamit relation.
So, this is pedagogy, guys. Now, when you teach, you allow your learners to interact. Okay? Why? Why are they saying that? You predict. That's how you. So, ang basis of your argument is no need because correlation of the IV and the DV is part of the preliminary process. Parang it's an assumption no? Na for you to run a regression, for example, or a prediction model, by logic, the IV and the DV
Should
have to be correlated.
Correlated.
Because what's the point of predicting something when the predictors are not related to it in the first place? Yeah, that's the logic for prediction. So kung kayo tatlo may predict sa akin, dapat in the first place na-establish natin na kayong tatlo may relasyon sa akin. Because you can never predict something that you are not related with. Am I making sense?
Yes, Doc.
Note yan. I give you time to write notes. Kasi minsan, naiintindihan natin sa klase paglabas na.
Kanina, wala.
Wala na. Anong insight yun? You write it in your own words. Because guys, as I've said, I don't use PowerPoint. I just give lecture notes. So very important. I'm not taking for you. Especially yung mga nag-establish pa ng concept. Okay. Just scribble something there. How would the framework look like? Yeah? Okay, may IP naman may pangalan. Pangalan. By the way, another tip. So, pag nag-compre kayo, para makakuha kayo ng mataas, be specific. Okay, so pag like in this case, you have to place the variable blank. Okay, pwedeng tama sa ko. So, you will score like around 14 out of 20. But if you put names, for example, study habit that will point to something like that, that would earn a 20. Yes, I think guys, kasi sa compre, mas mag-manifest yung understanding niyo, particularly contextual understanding, which is very important for us because we would like to know whether you can extend what you have learned in the classroom to real life. Kailangan very specific na kayo pag sumagot. Don't answer broad principles. If there are variables in the scenario, cite it. Like for example,
Pwede na po siya, sir, ikuan gid sir ka ng marag i-drawing na gid ang marag something like i-box na mo siya.
Yes, that's what we call the schematic diagram. Ang framework, when we say conceptual framework, guys, duha ang component na kaya saman, tando-tando man. Duha ang component na saman. Kita ko sa mga duha. O sa may sunod, ang yung conceptual framework. Na siya sa. Very good. One is the diagram. Diagram. Another one is the essay or the discussion. So may sunod sa discussion. Part lang. But that is not the most important thing. How they are related? That's what we want. Yes, how the variables are related. And there's one more important thing there. Part din ng WH question.
So what?
Why? Why? You have to discuss why you think based on your, because that is the conceptual framework is your or another author's view. Your view, your personal concept. Okay? Your personal theory of how the variables are related. You have to explain how they are related and why you think they are related. We want to see that in your essay. But here, let's just talk about the diagram. How should the diagram look like? Can you explain that?
So since we have three items, this will have an diagram is different as far as the application diagram. So in the diagram, there's three different boxes where the words that we have in the red style application methods are placed. And then
Correct.
there's second.
R.
Parang sa English broken line sa is line.
Solid?
Itong buo kayo na line.
Solid line?
Solid line. Solid line yan. Three solid lines that would connect to your dependent variable.
So, the ano ka na yung performance.
Doing something here.
That,
Oh, inaon siya daw.
Is that it? Or there's another way?
Hana?
By the way, pedagogy guys. Pedagogy. Others, when they teach this, i-impose this is, well, so ang mga bata or mga learners, hindi na makating. But when you ask them, is there another way? Or is this the only way? So it facilitates thinking. That's important in learning, eh? So is there another way?
Naandan na sa
Oo, nakandan. Pinsido na ka, no?
Ocean roots. So,
Oops.
yung nasa ibabaw ka, yung nasa baba ka. Tatanong.
Ang ikuiti mo, yan. Nasabtan niyo sa computer?
Yes,
So,
sir.
naalala siya.
Oo.
Parang sa pag-meaning.
Ay, mga iba na siya.
Oh, I'll make it extreme. Baliktaro na ako na. Dali na magpapamam. So, ang academic performance, dali na dali.
Lagi ang yun.
Example na.
pointing toward the next form.
Paano siya IPO?
Paano?
Process output. There's a direction.
Okay. Pagkat ko lang, hindi natin mabasa. Ba't matingtingan na? Pagkat mabasa ko na to. Would that be acceptable? Napahuka na ba?
Wala. Wapos ko na buhat yun.
Like what label?
Independent.
Is it even necessary to put label? Yeah.
Yeah, very important to label, to specify, clarity.
Why?
Because graphs or illustrations will stand alone without distinction.
Okay.
Oh.
What about the others, ma'am? Would you label it if you're the author? IDD. What? Why will it not be understood if there's no labels? Huh? Balik ko lang, ah. The meaning be the same or different?
Kasi not everyone naman could understand it really, no?
Okay.
And anyone could open the students who are beginner might be guided better.
Oo. Mayaning tao, kumbaga.
Sige, ilagay natin na lang sa konteksto ng parang mga exemplars or standards. you read APA journals? Wala.
One of citation paper.
I'm just asking, have you read APA journal, published journal?
Yes.
Have you cared to look at the framework? May legal law. Why? Why do the authors do not indicate like did it occur to you why they don't indicate labels when your thesis and dissertations in the library have labels? Did you care to ask that so that we can change that practice? Which part of the framework lets you know which one is the ID and which one is the D?
The arrow.
Yeah. I think that's a convention. We know that the variable being pointed at is the dependent. That can never be reversed. So the arrows are the labels. If you put labels, you are insulting me because it appears that you are over-educating me with your label. I'm just kidding. But really that's the reason because even APA specifies that as part of the manual. The arrow being pointed at is the outcome for the independent variable. So let's make it like a convention. So when we teach, when we have opportunities to teach, to interface with colleagues, let them know that very fundamental principle. So that they don't label anymore. That's weird. That's a weird practice. That's why I told you, let's just go back to exemplars like APA published articles. And then you would see that there are no labels. Nobody would ever label it there.
So, yung 20%, I'm not saying argument that it's good, no? But meron kaming situation, for example, sa level na hindi naman lahat talaga nag-aaral or nag-advance sa aral sa research, no? And there are so many teachers that actually mas daghan ang hindi kabalo with this they're teaching on the textbook, no? And they teach that whatever is the content of the book. So pag nag-produce kami ng output, whatever comes after, maybe for example, ako ni Awa, nag-becomes already help when we do that. So, tama din na ng
I-educate na lang natin sila na ang arrow is the label, not the word. So that resolves the issue. And you also align yourself to the standard. Sabihan na natin, no, kaya kasama natin. Araw ka na nagsasabi na to ng label. Kaya no need to label because yung pinapoint na araw is the DB. Okay? So, hindi magbabago yan. Kahit na i-flip because when you know the meaning of the arrows, hindi magbabago. But again, logically, mas better ito eh. Kasi parang yung movement na yan, from there to here. Although movement can also be from here going there. But I think even APA does this one. Right? Okay. Sir, what about yung ganito, sir? May nakita ba kayo ibang revision na hindi siya magdiretso dyan? Dito siya dadaan. Yan. And then isang ganyan na lang. Kita kayo na lang?
Yes, sir.
No, di ba?
Mediation.
Mediation eh, kasi wala nang variable 60.
Anak lang nila sa going.
Eh, ganun lang talaga siya, di ba?
Intervening variable.
Hindi eh.
Wala dun, sir.
Kasi ang mediating variable at saka intervening variable are the same.
Dok, tama ba na?
Ito na talaga, para hindi niya diretso. Ganyan.
Ana.
Ganyan.
Isa lang sa arrow.
Ganito. Diretso, ganyan. Walang arrow yan, line lang. Yan, ito rin. Ganyan. So wala na to. Wala na dito.
Yung isa lang ang may arrow.
And then dito na may arrow dito. Wala kayong nakita na ganyan. Pero ako, marami ako nakita na accepted ka kasi nandyan nga sa ating mga reference.
Maybe there was explanation.
What I've always seen that, no? I don't know if it's correct, and this can be corrected. For correlation, because it is not actually a correlation na wala kang intention to do regression. Ang mga nakikita kong arrows is both
Double-headed.
arrows pointing to each other because of the idea na ang relationship is parang vice versa yun.
Ibig sabihin,
Walang dependent
Why is
relationship.
dependent?
Wala.
clarify natin yan ha. Maganda rin yan.
It's not sir, research question ako. It's relationship.
Parang ganito siya. Ano yung ibig sabihin?
Dalawang arrow siya, sir.
Nagbabalikan sila.
Ana. Ang isa padulong sa pikas and the other one is so.
And then, now I am using Diagram Designer. This is a free software.
Ito diagram design.
You can actually download this for mas quicker, if more than Word. So I open it.
Hindi na lang ba? Minsan
Ganyan?
ito, isa lang.
At times, ang version niya is something like this.
Isa lang ka-line, but when you are done, point to both boxes yun. Ganyan to.
Which one are you referring to? The first or the second?
Pangalawa to.
Ganito? Okay.
I don't know which one.
So ikaw,
Yeah.
bakit nakikita rin naman ng ganito? So, but this is the one that you're referring.
Yeah. I always do that.
So, what's your view when you are on your seat and reflecting about it?
Yes, to. Kasi parang sa interpretation, di ba, when they, as the x increases, the y increases, and when y decreases, parang vice versa. So when you look at it, there is actually no dependent and independent there. Parang there is two variables being related. I don't know. No.
Kayo?
Kasi
So,
there is
basta ang point ko lang naman is pag-correlation
Yes,
sa
no.
two-headed arrow.
without intention of predicting or regression.
I think babalik ka sa concept of variable relationships in research. Because that's the bigger principle there. Okay. So in research, variable relationships are classified into two.
That has to be clarified.
Okay. Okay. Generally, there are only two types of relationships between and among variables. Correlational relationship and causal relationship. Okay? Ang correlational, ano yan? Denoted by, in terms of notations, double-headed arrow yan. Pag causal, okay? Pag causal, single-headed arrow. So, the way I would discuss this is I would give value to the word, the prefix ko. The ko is essential there because that is what these two arrows here mean. Pedagogy.
Oh, siya.
Ay, yung mga pedagogical, kaya pag nagturo ka. So, ang ko there is pictured out by the double-headed arrows. So, in correlational scenarios, there is no IB, there is no DB. So, mailhan na dahil mo nga yabag ang isa ka papel. Kay double-headed arrow ang framework pero naghisgot og IB ug DB. Yabag na sir.
Variables.
Okay? It's only in causal relationships where you introduce the IBDB predictor, predictant kind of variables. Endogenous, exogenous, in multivariate scenarios. That's where you use it. Now, causal relationships can be further classified into direct effects, moderating effects, and mediating. Okay? So, direct effects. Ito yung kanina. Okay? Ayan. Kailan mo malalaman na direct effects? Yan o. Direct effects model yan. Is that, by the way, is that causal in the first place? What's the indication that it is causal? The arrow. Alam mo na agad eh. Kailan nga maging correlational?
Pag itong arrow.
Day 6 cell, di ba no? Pero magandang understanding yan. Magandang understanding yan. Di ba? Next, punta tayo dun sa causal. Breakdown natin sa direct effects, moderating effects, mediating effects. Okay. So bakit sa direct effects? Tingnan mo ang araw. Diretso ba sa DV agad? So meaning the IVs are pointing directly to the DV. Okay? Kaya tinatawag yan ng direct effects. In literature, you will also see direct effects models. Kasama dyan ang mga linear regression, mga t-test models, mga ano ba models. Pero, pag dinagdagan mo na yan ng, for example, direct effects pa ba? Hindi na. Hindi na siya direct effects. Okay? Pero, causal ba siya? Bakit? Okay, bakit hindi na siya direct effects?
Because there's a variable before output.
Ang tanong nga, saan dyan ang DB? Really? Example ito is well-being. Saan dyan ang DB?
Now, when we need the GD variable is then perform
Yan, siguro yan ay consider mo. Parang hindi ganun siya, no? Pag ganyan, nagiging parang term yung mediating variable.
Mediating variable.
Okay. So, this is a scenario bago yung mediating, moderating. I'd like you to understand yung scenario ng univariate at saka multivariate. Kasi marami rin hindi nakakaintindi nun eh. Kailan nagiging univariate, kailan nagiging multivariate ng isang scenario?
Uni kapag kaisa lang ang ano.
Uni kapag isa lang, of course, kasi nga uni. Open niya ako ng SPSS para makita natin. Kasi na-educating kayo eh, sa models dito sa SPSS. So anong isa lang pag uni? Anong marami pag multi? Tingin mo.
Si Book, ano mo?
Kaya, stock knowledge sila. Bakit nagiging... But have you heard of the classification, univariate analysis at saka multivariate analysis? Yun nga, di ba?
Ang sa unique, ang ginagamit ko ay
Kailan nga nagiging unique, kailan nagiging multi? Ano ang dumami sa multi?
yung independent variable daw. Independent variable. Possible causes. Ang mga effects. Effects. Ay, ganun. Factors. Rather, factors.
Ayan ah.
Ay, una, ang ay.
Minsan kasi ginagamit, hindi naman pagpunta sa SPSS, you look at the modules. Meron yan. May SPSS kayo? Open nyo nga.
Na.
Para makita nyo. At nang maliwanagan tayo. Ito guys, fundamentals ha. Mga preliminary sessions natin. Pang-resolve natin itong mga basic principles na ito. Kasi mantakin ninyo, aabot na kayo doon sa taas ito, hindi nyo pa nahawakan ng klase. Okay, punta kayo sa analyze. And then, click nyo yung example na lang, General Linear Model, GLM. Meron ba kayo nakita univariate at saka multivariate? Click muna natin yung univariate.
Ay, dapat din ay data. Kumita tayo data.
Okay, gawa kayo ng mga like 4 na date variables. Kahit ano lang, para may ma-enter lang tayo.
Sige, char.
Sa akin ganyan. Okay, may 4 ako na variables. Ito yung univariate ha. Kita nyo, univariate model yan. Okay. Try nyo pasok ng dependent variable. Sa akin, yung variable 1 pasok. Okay. And then, try nyo kung makapasok pa kayo ng another dependent variable.
Wala.
Hindi na?
Hindi din
Hindi na?
na. Brown na siya.
Mag-lock na?
Hindi na siya pwede.
Pero sa independent, like fixed factors, pwedeng makapasok ng marami.
Oo, yes daw.
Huwag lang natin i-run. Yung interface lang, i-feel natin kasi may meaning na yan eh. Cancel natin. Punta tayo sa GLM pa rin, multivariate. General Linear Model, multivariate. Pasok ka ng isang variable. Pasok ka pa ng another.
Wala pwede. Sana all.
So, hindi ko na i-explain. Based sa experience na yan. Theory ni John Dewey yan. Experiential learning. Constructivism.
Wala pwede both. Sa dependent pwede daw.
So, what have you constructed? What understanding have you constructed now? Kailan nagiging uni, kailan nagiging multi?
Naga-depende siya sa dependent variable for me to. Kasi kapag uni, isa lang dapat ang dependent variable na ma-input. While kung multi, pwede siya daghan.
Meron ka bang understanding na ganyan dati? Wala.
Wala, June. Di ba?
Hindi ko na tinuro eh. Experience ko lang sa'yo. That's the power of pedagogy. So, kuha na natin. Pakisulat naman sa mga ninyo. Ano yung sabihin ng uni at saka multi?
Correlation. Kaya, siya
May iba pa yan.
Wala pa yan.
Dili pa manisyo
Iba pa yan. Variate na yan. Matanong ko nga kaya, pambihira. Kahit yan, mayroon pang nuances.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin ng bivariate na yan. Explain natin yan. After na session na to, yung mga terminology, ginagamit ko yan eh. Baka baka pag ginamit ko, iba-iba tayo ng understanding. Diba?
Or true.
So, balik ako dito. Ah. Ano ang principle? Ang variable na may nag-point sa kanya, dependent, independent. Ito, mayroon bang nag-point sa kanya? Meron. So, para siyang independent variable. Ano ang independent variables niya? No? Ito, may nag-point na sa kanya.
Meron din.
Meron din, ano? So, in a way, ilan ang independent variable? Parang dalawa. So, uni or multi? Multivariate scenario. Okay? Yung kanina, tanggalin natin to.
Uni.
So, sabihin ng mga friends ninyo na hindi naka-experience ito, sabihin na, multi yan! Bakit? Maraming variables eh. Kasi akala nila na ang multi, maraming multivariate, di ba? Ang variate variables siya, no? 4 ang variables siya. Kaya multivariate yan. Nako naman, kawawa naman, no? Chill lang. Katawa-tawa lang tayo. Fundamental sa modeling yan, ha? Modeling yan. Kaya may univariate model. Sa mga direct effects, in terms of uni at saka multi, uni din yan. Ang mga mediating effects, usually nag-multivariate scenarios. Okay. Pero mayroon din multivariate na hindi naman siya talaga mediating. Okay. Kasi pwede naman na ganito siya, multivariate. Yeah. Correct.
So possible din.
Is that a uni or multi?
Multi na siya.
Multi. Bakit?
Galing na natin. Ha? Diba?
So hindi mo na yan siya ng one-way ANOVA. Kasi ang one-way ANOVA is for a univariate scenario.
Opo.
Maran mo rin siya ng ANOVA na multivariate sa GMM.
So dito na siya marami.
Oh. Yeah. Ganun yun.
Oh, more na siya din gamit ng ubang
Anyway.
para
So, hindi pa tayo nakahansan sa SPSS, pero ginamit natin ng SPSS sa understanding lang ng principles. Okay. So, with this framework, yan, these are the questions na pwede natin ma-answer. So, ang issue ng yun is, okay, there are another question. The next is, what are the tools? Kung sa ganitong drivers at tools, what way? The type of analysis or the question, then the type of
data.
Okay? So, ganito natin. So, what is the type of question here?
Descriptive.
What's the clue?
What is?
Okay, let's deal with the first variable here, study habits. Ang study habits here, in this case, if you look at data set number 1, duhala siya, yes or no, a good or bad. So, good ba yung study habits or bad? What kind of data is that? Nominal na, diba? Good or bad? Male, female, public, private. Nominal data yan. Okay? Bakit? Ang original impression ng data is words. Diba? Good or bad? Male, female, public, private. Diba ang data niya is qualitative? Pero hindi nga naman pwede analyze ng statistics yan eh. So, kailangan mo siyang lagyan ng number. which we would call as codes. Ang tinatawag talaga na nominal data ay yung codes. Okay? Yung codes ang nominal data. Because they don't carry with them nominal, their actual mathematical meaning. No? Yan. So codes are nominal data. Now, what would be the tool to describe the profile of the respondents with respect to study habits? So, descriptive siya and then nominal. Tingnan natin yung matrix. Ito yung binigay ko sa inyo last week. So, descriptive, I made this matrix. Simple lang to. Just to provide a fundamental understanding of fundamental understanding and mental schema for determining a statistical test. So, descriptive. Okay? Ito yung mga pwedeng tools na pang-describe ng data. Okay? Pero, ang next na filtering natin would be the type of data. Ano yung study habits? Nominal. So, dito tayo. Hindi pwede ang mean. Median, hindi pwede. Kasi ang pang-nominal na description is frequency distribution versus
Percentage or
mode. Okay. Ano nga yung mode? Most frequent. In a group data, would you be able to determine the mode? Yes, the mode would be the range. No? Okay, so you can still determine the mode. So here, that's why we wrote here for study habits, we will be using frequency percentage. I think it's the same with parenting style. Kasi ang parenting style, ano yun? Authoritarian, authoritative, permissive, uninvolved, model at uninvolved ito eh. Motivation level, pwede itong, kung actual motivation ito, pwede itong mean or whatever. Pero dito, ang intention is, naka-range siya. So, gagamitan siya ng next question. What is the
average?
Okay. Based sa data natin, ang average is, ang performance is what?
Agree.
Ito yun, no? Base.
Great.
Ano yan? Anong klaseng data? So, this is descriptive, right? What is? And then, anong klaseng data ang academic performance?
Academic performance, ratio scale.
Ratio scale. So, kung tingnan natin dito yan, descriptive siya. So, ito yung pwedeng pagpilian mo. Pero scale kasi ang performance. Scale ang data niya kasi actual grade. Right? So, ang gagamitin mo would be mean, standard deviation. Depend, pwedeng median yan. Kailan nga gagamitin ang median for scale? If, anong scenario? If mayroong outliers, okay, or may extreme observations, na it would artificially inflate or deflate the average. By the way, pag sinabi mong average, ano ibig sabihin nun? Mean? Central tendencies. Di ba? Average is the layman's term for measures of central tendencies. What are the measures of central tendencies? So pag sinabing average, ano yon? Mean, median, mode din. Kaya pag tinanong ka, what is your average? Sabihin mo, anong gusto mo? Mean, median, or mode? That's a misconception.
Another one.
Okay?
So,
Okay? Kaya hindi automatic yan na pag-average mean yan. Tingnan mo ang data. Kaya in our case, kasi scale yun, ginamit natin na average ang mean. Pwede rin ang average be median if mayroong extreme cases. Okay? Pwede rin ang average mo is mode if nominal. Okay? Ang mode is the average for nominal data. Easy ka? So here, Kung ang DB mo is scale, anong klaseng regression?
Linear.
Okay? If ang DB mo is nominal, is nominal,
So, logistic regression.
nominal DB, in our case, dito, sa problem na ito, what is the DB?
Scale siya to.
Now, what is the DB? Pardon.
Performance.
Anong klaseng data?
Scale.
Scale. So, ang DB natin is scale. So, hindi ito. Hindi rin ito. Dito tayo.
So, linear regression.
So, linear regression siya.
May dalawa pa.
Okay? Anong klaseng linear regression? Dalawa yan. Simple at saka
Multiple.
multiple. Kailan maging simple? Isa lang ang independent. Multiple kung
Maraming
in our scenario. Isa lang ba o marami?
Marami.
So, ano siya?
Multiple.
So, multiple.
Linear regression.
Hindi ko na mahirap mag-determine ng rule eh. Ha? Ganyan ka mag-prescribe ng tool. Bakit? Doktor ka eh. Hindi pwedeng si statistics siya na mag-prescribe.
Pwede hula mo naman mag-lecture nito. Pangalan na mo.
Pwede, oh, just cite. I can upload this one sa Google Classroom natin in PDF form.
Maganda niya mo ikot sa bata.
Actually, I'm writing a book for CNE about statistics. Ang title ng book is, Aha! Ganito lang pala. That's all.
Sana.
So, kuha na natin yun, di ba? So, multiple, bakit?
Marami yung
And one, ay linear because
isa lang yung
regression because
scale.
prediction. Regression is a prediction yan.
You're predicting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, next meeting, i-run natin ito. I-run natin ang using the data set. Let's just go through it. Run natin ang results. Let's do ang ibang tests, assumption test, hindi na natin gawin kasi nagawa niyo na. Ang gawin lang natin is yung normality ng residual test.
Sige, sige.
Okay, para you have an experience. Pero gawin natin prior to it yung basic na grouping data, like from actual income, gawin nating brackets. Okay? Of course, part ng regression, ang determination of outliers, data imputation, gawin natin. So,